Apparently, word is out here that Chris has been editing PowerPoints for the last while, which is why there's a delay.
Video files than we anticipated. So, anyway, hopefully you've had a good time, having a few drinks. And so, welcome to our PAX East 2015. Hopefully, it'll go a little better than last year's PAX. Awesome. We're going to be showing you one of the new game modes. It's going to be in the FPS module that will be out later this month, and also talk a little bit about what will be coming out in the next few days. So let me get to it. Assuming this thing works. Yeah, all right, I'll do it from here. There you go. A few of you I think may have already downloaded the 1.1 build, so switching over to calling things Star Citizen now instead of Arena Commander because, well, essentially it's having more than just Arena Commander. It's going to, the FPS build is coming on, and it just keeps increasing, and it is called Star Citizen.exe. So our no location is actually switching over to Star Citizen 1.1, which is now on the PTU. And hopefully, Chris is just going to be up. Is it just dead or something?
Let's take a seat.
There are this time. Maybe
he's going to move.
Okay, so one of the features in Arena Commander 1.1 is multiplayer free fly. There you go. You guys want to which is kind of fun because you don't have a competition, you don't have a timer, and you can try and do all sorts of crazy stuff in space flight, like EVAing out and getting into each other's ships and all the rest of stuff, which you guys managed to do anyway, which is pretty awesome. making. It's actually something we've been planning for a long time. I know there's a large debate between who uses a mouse to aim and who flies around with a joystick. And one of the intentions actually was always that if you had gimbaled weapons, there was a sort of downside to them, as in you couldn't necessarily have as big or of a powerful a weapon. So as of the 1.1 build, the way it works is most gun mounts, as long as the size 2 or above, will be able to have a gimbal mount attached to it. But if it's a size 2 gun mount, then you would put a size 2 gimbal mount, and it only accepts a size 1 gun. So your sort of trade-off is either you can have a fixed gun that's size 2, or you can have a gimbal gun that's size 1. So you sort of have a trade-off between fixed guns, more power, or better precision, better aiming, but less power. So it's sort of, I think, a fairly, we'll see, but I think it will be a good trade-off between people that are playing the joysticks and people that are playing the command PAX. So that's something that we're doing with 1.1. And so you can sort of outfit the ship to how you want, which is more about sort of aiming and accuracy or more about raw hitting power. Okay, so electronic access is the place you can spend your rent. So quite a while ago, electronic access was bought out by Original Systems. And they shut the company down. And now they just use it as a digital storefront. So that's the digital storefront that you can spend the rent credits that you'll earn playing Arena Commander, and also later on playing the FPS. And so that's where if you play more, you earn the rec, and then you'll be able to get different weapons or unlock different ships without having to sort of pledge or pay for them. So it's sort of the system that we talked about that's going to allow people to just have their base ship and still try out a whole bunch of stuff in Arena Commander or try out a bunch of stuff in the FPS without having to pledge for anything extra, which is something that we wanted for the final game, and we sort of felt like we need to bring it up ahead of schedule to make sure that no one feels compelled to get an extra gun or pay for an extra gun. Not that we hate that, because it helps us make a bigger and better game, but everyone should basically play the way they want. So they want to spend the time, or they want to support the project, it's completely up to them. And you can do that at the EA store. One of the other big improvements is in the 1.1 build, and we were hoping to release the 1.1 build today, but we still had some fairly niggly bugs. So we're probably going to be releasing it on Tuesday. So we're going to have one more day of full testing on Monday and then release it on Tuesday. What's that?
Still love you.
There's a couple of nice things which we'll show you. It's going to be the 1.1 build. One of the biggest ones, which I noticed that people already on the PTU had shown some videos of, is the new damage system that we're rolling out with 1.1. So our old damage tech was pretty cool. We modeled a whole bunch of different damage at different states, but we had discrete models for each different one of the levels. So we basically had pristine, 25%, 50%, 75%, 100% damage. And each one of those damage levels could have multiple pieces that were breaking off. And so there's a lot of work that the artists did. So in fact, to give you an idea, a base Hornet is about 15 megabytes of pristine. And if you added on all the damage state modeling and all the LEDs that come with it, it was 100 megabytes on disk. And so one of our concerns, outside of the fact that there's a lot of manual art creation, was that, with a big sort of online multiplayer game and us delivering the data over the broadband, is that how much data are we going to deliver, and can we actually fit in all the memory? So one of the other problems is when you have that much geometry, even if you have a lot of memory on the CPU side, your GPU, say if you only got 2 gigabytes on the GPU, you've got to shift all the mesh memory over, like the vertex data and everything, over to the GPU. And so even if you have a lot of CPU memory, you can get sort of holdups in the gameplay because it's shifting from like normal system memory over to GPU memory. And so one of the things we thought was, okay, we're going to have to be a bit smarter about this and not have as much mesh data, because we already have a lot because the ships themselves are incredibly detailed and complicated. The only thing they'll do is you'll have a vast amount of parts, so 250 meshes per ship is quite a lot. So, and that's kind of what we were doing on the old damage tech. You can sort of see the Hornet pre-broken up into different pieces. Oops, Daisy, come back. There we go. She's clicking here. So the new, yeah, I know, we've got some nice videos to show. The new damage tech. So we basically procedurally model, like when we hit on a surface, we model whether it's a ballistic, whether it's a laser, whether it's an energy blast, whether it's an explosive blast. We have deformation, thickness, temperature, and burn, and it's all very cool. So the actual effects of where you hit exactly on the ship, you'll see. We don't need the predefined states anymore or the LODs. We basically take the pristine mesh, we have it pre-cut into all the obvious sort of breakable parts, and then everything gets procedurally modeled, and then if there's enough damage at a scene point, then we'll break off the part of the ship, which is quite cool. And we use DX11 and direct compute to enable, the more complex damage model and improve visuals, and we'll longer term be using sort of DirectX 12 and OpenGL next. So here's a little video of it. Got no audio here? Oh, that's real.
It's more than a flesh wound.
You're throwing money at the screen, but nothing's happening.
Sound.
You want me to unmute it, Marcus?
Help you too. No, everyone, pew pew pew. Is that the Avenger or the Gladius? That looks like it was the Gladius with the white paint job. Rewind! Rewind! Time, rewind!
We'll do it one more time.
You mean PPQ. See that? That's a gladiator. It's got a white paint now. Because of the twin tail. The Avenger has a different gray bar. Agent's dynamic one. At least you get another 15 minutes of a different beer, right?
Okay, that was cool enough. We're going to put the video up on our website. But, I don't know why that was happening with the audio there. It should be fine. But anyway, that's the damage tech in action. So as you can see, if you're really good, you can write your name on someone else's ship. So I think that would be the ultimate form of teabagging and humiliation. I'm looking forward to seeing the first community video where someone manages to write their name on someone else. Right. So the last big thing is the Retaliator is going to be hangar ready, and we're working pretty hard on getting it flying, which is going to be pretty awesome. Things are beast, and so we have a little video for you.
Yes. And there's more. Classified charge. Oh, those are going to be in the they're trying to find the yeah. That thing is huge.
Sort of the new high standard of ship modeling that we've done. The techniques that were built to use it are the techniques that are going to be used on all the ships. We're doing a refactor of the Constellation and the Freelancer.
Yeah!
So we'll be bringing it to the level that you've seen in the Retaliator. And I think when you get in the hangar, the few of you guys that have the battalion will like it because it's really a pretty awesome job. It was done by Foundry UK guys, and Nathan did the and that will be the 1.1 release, so I guess on Tuesday. Alright, so the next thing, it's kind of what we're here to show parts of, and will be coming out very soon, is the ground war. So, first of all, we're just going to sort of give you a bit of an animation update, because one of the things that has put us slightly behind is that we decided at the end of last year to redo the skeleton and rig on our base character and add a lot more to it. So there's a whole muscle system now, and we've actually went and scanned, we went and selected a bunch of different male models and female models and scanned them. So we've actually got like real proper scan data and built them. And it took some time. It took a little more time than we thought. So we were hoping to release the FPS module right here at PAX East, but that's one of the reasons why we're going to be releasing it in 2 to 3 weeks' time, depending, because the animation side, the animation side just takes a lot of tweaking to get right. So it's one of the things we're doing, but so basically, we revamped the entire animation set for FPS. So to have a lot more sort of rifle and pistol realistic handling, right? I think there's quite a few people that backstar citizen that have military or law enforcement experience, and
this guy.
Yeah. And so you guys are always the first to say, no, that's not the way you handle a gun. So we actually went out and we actually did this in Imaginarium at the end of last year, and we had a couple of fairly badass military advisors that were there for the motion capture and doing the motions. And so, reloads and all the rest of the stuff, which I don't really have a great, we were going to show some of that, but that was part of our build problem. But there's little bits of stuff that you'll see here. But it's a lot more realistic animation set, which I think ultimately everyone's going to like. So, hopefully, kick ass and all the rest of the stuff. Here's a little video we did, although we had some issues with our pictures. So here we go. This sort of shows you this was PAX Australia, and then we'll sort of cut between sort of PAX Australia and kind of where we are now. So we've got positions a lot better, the gun modeling's fairly better, I think. So I thought this looked good last year, but I mean, this video doesn't have any sound, by the way, just so you know. But that's the old walk, which you can, also sunny road where you can say, well, he's a bit stiff. So you can see him straight from left to right, and then here you'll see him moving, and his motion's a lot better. But there's more weight, there's more secondary sort of animation. We actually have a full muscle system, which there's a silly little video at the end that kind of demonstrates it, although it's fairly short.
It is dangling and it was wiggling.
But generally, we think the animation is much better than before, which was one of the big complaints. And it's still got weight. So this is a silly. This is the old mess on the left. The guy in the middle is the new one, which has a proper deforming skeleton system. And if we go to the red is the muscle system that you see for the different stuff. So anyway, there you go. That's a quick animation of that. So we still have some work to do, which is one of the reasons why we're not giving you the FPS this week. but we have a whole bunch of extra sort of, the difference between going from here to stopping and all the rest. There's a lot of transition animations that need to happen. So that's all stuff that's going in right now. We've done all the animations. We just have to work it into CryEngine. The cover system is going to be a fully, really kind of cool cover system. You'll also be able to slide into cover and do stuff like that. The hit depth reaction, like where you get hit in different places. That's all the stuff that we're working on and finessing. We've got some pretty cool crouch movement. We've got pro movement as well. And we're also going to have sort of 3 stages of movement. So there's sort of like an off position, there's an alerted position, and there's sort of your Ironside radius position when sort of running around with the weapon out. So it'll be sort of more fidelity of animation states. And that's pretty much what the Alphonic guys, who are sort of sitting down near the front here, I think there's one there. David is the producer, and Petra is creative director, and Chuck is sort of combination programmer and CEO over there in the far end. They've been working really hard on with Steve Benton, who's our animation director. Give them a few more weeks. I think it's going to be looking really pretty awesome. So our goal is basically to have pretty damn badass soldiers running around. But no, to really sort of like, we want to complement the realistic, it's like, to a whole bunch of the idea of Star Citizen is sort of make the world feel real. And so, we're not having, this isn't going to be sort of a respawn battle where you would get in maybe a more typical run and gun FPS, because there's sort of permadeath to a certain extent in the world. There's a whole level of persistence. And so we're trying to make things more realistic and have a combination between fun and realism. And so that's it. Zero G, which we are going to be showing you. People are actually going to get to play on Zero G here in a little bit. It's pretty cool. That's still got a bunch of animation programming we've got to do to get that sort of full style of, if you see the film Gravity, in terms of like, grabbing and pulling and pushing. We've got the basics of that system in, but it needs a lot of finesse. But that's one of the big goals. And when those 2 things are there, that's really what's going to be making, that's what's preventing us releasing the FPS right now, and what we plan on releasing about 3 weeks' time. Okay, so as everything, we like to do in-fiction stuff. So interdimensional software is this, there you are. It's a still startup with a couple of folks like James Romanoff and James Van Dyke. Well, they've created their new household realistic simulator, which is called Star Marine. That is available to be played in your sim pod in the hangar. Of course, available from Electronic Access. It's just a quick go over the various different armors. So each side, there's 3 levels of armor. There's light armor, medium, and heavy. So this is the Marine light armor. And just as a note, all our character models, so we're working on a new sort of modular armor system. And so we're actually doing a full rework of what the armor will be for, and the base models will be for the Marines and the Outlaws. So on the first release of FPS, you're going to get these models, but not that, down the road, within a few months, we're going to be switching them out for the new future Star Citizen, which is that higher level of character modeling. So right now, we sort of feel like these are okay, but they're not good enough, and they need to be better, because everything in Star Citizen has to be as good or better than anything out there. They're not quite there yet. This is the light Outlaw. Actually, the weakest. Medium, you have a medium Marine outfit, medium Outlaw, heavy Marine, and the heavy Outlaw is kind of like a fat Hellcast at the moment, I think. And there's a selection of weapons that you have. I mean, you have a combustion plus pistol. This is a laser pistol, which I think you saw in the video there. Devastator, which is a shotgun, which I don't think anyone's shown off or used yet, but it's pretty cool. The bearing, which is what you see in most of the videos, which is the ballistic sort of submachine gun. The laser assault rifle, which was, I think, the Outlaws were using this in the demo we did in PAX Australia. And Okay, we've still got more weapons. There's a sniper rifle and there's a shotgun and other things. There's other various different kinds of grenades. So frag grenade. There's a sort of force propulsion grenade which pushes everyone back. And there's the EMP grenade, which is pretty cool because it takes out all the screens and people's HUDs and sort of disables your view if you're flying electronic stuff. There's various different items to use, like a personal med kit to fix yourself up, personal shield, a hologram, which will dupe who you are, and sort of everything else. Okay, so you can choose two types of the base FPS module that gets released. Has two game modes. So the first one is what we demoed in PAX Australia. So it's more traditional combat. It's more like Counter-Strike or something. That's on the Gold Horizon space station. And in that, we'll have 8 versus 8 player combat. And it's Marines versus Outlaws. You battle, earn your weapons, armor, all the rest of the stuff. The whole environment's damageable, and disable lighting, so you can also turn the gravity off and on of the station, so that sort of changes the playing field when you're in a combat situation. And here's a little walkthrough of the environment, so you can sort of see the different locations, because we didn't get a chance to do this in PAX Australia. So you can sort of see, because it's kind of a really detailed and beautiful, fun environment, and I think it will be a lot of fun to blast each other in.
Oh. Probably no atmosphere.
That's a tour of the live here and let people play, is zero gravity. So if anyone's seen Ender's Game and Battle Mode, it's pretty much that. It's in Astro Arena. It actually is going to be 16 versus 16. Up to, not necessarily has to be 16 versus 16. And basically it's going to be something that people can use to sort of train zero-G movement mechanics and also have a sort of fun, I don't know, like in fiction. So ultimately in the world of Star Citizen, this would be something you could form teams to compete with, just the same way that we're going to have racing competitions. So there'll be, you know, leagues and championships and everything else like that. So it'll be kind of fun. One thing that you use is the laser pistol, which has a grappling beam on it. You'll see it in action, but basically as you go around in zero-G, you can fire out the beam and you can use it to pull yourself around. Here's some views of action Astrogen, which we'll see. That's the team starting area. So now we're going to do it. I don't know, are we guys ready? Yeah, well, I think it's whenever they're ready to switch over. I believe the game is, I think it's best of 7. And the rules are, is the first team that mobilizes all the other members of the team or gets a player through the enemy gate. Yes.
Run faster with the knife!
Approaching perimeter boundary.
Okay, then it gets the photo on.
Let's go, team people. We've never played this game before.
You don't know? Who's on which team?
I don't know, I think he's a third though. Nick on Nick action.
Hey!
I think we're letting people come in and play down here afterwards, right? So anyway, it's still got a bunch of polish. There's a lot of little glitchy things, like for instance, it's going to be a different color dice depending on what team you're in. Type 1's going to be auto Nick is a name. We'll come through the lobby. It's mainly because we're doing the internet here isn't robust for us enough to sort of go back up to our PTU, so we have a local server, and our lobby and naming system all goes through our other services, so we kind of had to hack it. And then there's going to be a lot more fine-tuning on the sort of zero-G motion and animations, and you probably saw some glitches there. But I think ultimately, long-term, it actually could be kind of a fun thing to do in Star Citizen besides fly spaceships. So after 1.1.1 comes out, which is the FPS module, which will be in probably by the end of this month, the next thing we're going to do, which we're going to show a preview of at South by Southwest next week, but it will be in early April, is the social module. And that's where you get to leave your hangar, walk around the planet side. In the case of the social module, it'll be Stanton, ArcCorp and the Stanton system. And that'll give you a preview of sort of interacting on a planet-side basis when you're visiting planets. So that should be cool, and we're going to demo that in a week, so hopefully you guys will like that. And then this is the sort of schedule for this year, which we talked about before. So the first-person shooter module by the end of this month, social module next month, we'll be delivering it. Arena Commander 2.0, which is the multi-crew stuff, we'll be able to... Sort of summertime.
Love your body.
And the end of this year is going to be Squadron 42. So I think right now it's looking to be about 20 hours, about 70 missions, is what we're releasing at the end of this year. So we've sort of decided we have this big overarching storyline, and so in sort of as a nod to the sort of Wing Commander trilogy, we're going to have this overarching trilogy of Squadron.
Bring back the Kill Rousey!
Yeah, so it won't be Commander Vandal, but it'll be very similar. And then we're going to have the sort of very early build of the full persistent universe. There'll be a limited number of systems, but you'll be able to take off, fly, land, trade, interact, and do some of the professions, not all the professions, and that'll be the end of the year. So I think that is it for me on the presentation. Hopefully you liked what you saw. I mean, I have to say that we have the best community anywhere. We couldn't be doing everything we're doing without all your guys' support, right? So we've got everyone on this team is incredibly passionate about making the best damn space sim ever, also the best first-person universe ever. And we couldn't do it without your support. I would like to thank the Ilphonic guys, so I pulled out a few of them, Chuck and Kedron and David, but there's a whole team back in Denver that's been crunching on the FPS. They're going to continue to crunch on the FPS. There's a fair number of people in the rest of the company that also work on the FPS, on animations, on characters. They all work really hard towards it. The ship team worked really hard on things like Retaliator and the damage stuff that you saw. But generally, we've got an amazing set of developers around the world. Los Angeles and Austin and Manchester and Frankfurt. And then we've got great partners like Orphonic in Denver and Behavior in Montreal. And Turbulent to do our web stuff. So all those guys are making all this happen for you guys and also for us because we want to play this game too. And I'd just like to thank you for continuing to support and have some drinks and try a little bit of Astro Armada.
Thank you so much.
Mike Monkey.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of a selfie here. But you just saw the first real substantial glimpse of the FPS module released just now. We had a little bit of a preview before, but it was crap. So this is way, way better. Hopefully you guys could see some of it. I don't know how bad the potato quality was. If you could read the text, if volume was okay. Again, I don't know anything until I get back and can watch the VOD. When we stop rolling, and it's going to be a little bit. I'm going to see if we can walk around and interview some people, do whatever. What we're going to do is upload the whole thing to YouTube, and then we can split off into little segments. And I'm sure that by later this evening, you'll get much higher quality videos out there. But for now, let's have some fun. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the FPS module later since I'm filming, but we're at least going to get people's first impressions and things like that. So stick around. Thank you so much for joining us today, by the way. It's been absolutely awesome having you here. Absolutely awesome. I am so very pleased. Hello!
Hi!
What did you think?
That was amazing.
Amazing?
Yes. I'm so excited to even see if I can try it out.
Pretty sweet. I like the gravity gun. You know, the grappling hook was pretty cool. I like the demo. It actually was a demo. It worked. It's great.
Gonna try to.
Yeah.
Hi, Baron. I thought it was pretty good. Knight Rider. I can't wait for my Retaliator. Bring me my bomber Tuesday. I want to walk around. I want to sit in my seat.
I know the Retaliator is one of the ones that I'm most excited about too, and it looked gorgeous up there. It was awesome.
The poly count is way up there on that model, and you can tell they're revisiting all the other ships this way. It's going to be amazing. Hope you had fun. Nice. Good screen.
We gotta figure out how to take this module. So
You gotta get in line, Baron.
I know I gotta go to mobile. I gotta go.
Your Twitch stream was blowing up.
It was what?
Blowing up the entire time.
Oh, I know.
It's officially the yoga module for the muscle thing.
Yoga module?
According to your Twitch stream.
Awesome. Yoga confirmed. Did you see what the count got up to?
I didn't. I know it was over 2,000 at one point.
3,000?
2,000 at least. But there were more people coming in the whole time I was there.
What? 2,000? See if I can get this all. All right, now this is the point of this where I walk around and try to find people to interview. We're now mobile, so this is going good. We've got good battery life. We're doing fine here. Everybody's having a good day. Oh my God, I just fell. The FPS module. Good?
What?
The FPS module. You guys were excited
I'm
about it?
excited about it, really. Yeah.
Retaliated too?
Retaliated too. Can't wait for it in the hangar.
Hey, how's it going? I'm very excited for the procedural damage type. That's killer. So it's pretty good. Yeah.
Keep wandering. Need people to talk to. I gotta find peoples. I gotta find someone with a plan. Let's talk to you guys for a second. Sure. What do you guys think?
It was good. Yeah, a little shorter than I thought it was going to be. I loved it. It was awesome.
I like how he said he's going to go and we're going to redo the other ships. And I'm looking forward to see what they're going to do for the Constellation. Kind of spruce it up a little bit. You're welcome.
All right, we have a goal here. We're gonna find Captain Richard. We're gonna find this man and say hello to him and give him a hug, perhaps a kiss. I don't know. It'll get crazy. Where is everyone? We're going to coaching. Everyone's leaving.
I finished my drink.
There, I'm like,
Player 2 up.
they're two up. Right now.
Yeah, all you gotta do is remember this bald guy.
Supposed to be retarded again. I can't press the goddamn button. You're supposed to fucking retarded.
Hi, I'm Draugr, guys, and I'll ban you all on Monday.
Oh, now you just look like a huge douche.
Look good. I'm really excited for the station FPS. A little disappointed it's going to be another 3 weeks, but at least they're working on that skeleton model. So yeah, definitely.
At least it's better than Ender's Game version. Yeah, because this is what it looked like, pretty much. Huh?
I think a lot more people are going to want a Retaliator after that.
I'm trying to save my wallet from another catastrophic meltdown. So, no.
Chris and Tom from INN. Just wanted to say hello to everybody out there. You'll have a live blog soon. I can't get internet in here. It was incredible. I think my favorite part is probably the Retaliator. The Retaliator is just a beautiful ship. I can't wait to see it in the hangar. I'm also scared of this line, but that's okay because I'm going to wait a long time. The FPS is just awesome. The guys at Ophonic work so hard, and it's really, really cool. What? Yeah. Guys, tweet at INN. Jake Acapella is my name, JAKEACAPPELLA. Years 100 is up there. We're all trying to get all the coverage out. Nakar is trying to throw it up on the subreddit. It's a busy night.
So, all right. So INN, if you're wondering what INN is it's Imperial News Network. This is your sort of up-and-coming news source for Star Citizen. I am proud to be an affiliate tonight, wearing the INN hat. That was one of the INN staff members, which I'm not currently a part of, but they're Class Act organization. So hope you guys will give them a look. It's imperialnews.network. That's the whole URL. So no .coms or .nets or .tvs or things. Just .network. There you go. We keep wandering. We keep walking and wandering and doing things. Captain Richard!
What's going on, man? How's it going? I'm Captain Richard, and I'm happy to be here with BadNewsBaron at the CIG event in Boston. And went great, a little slow to start, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. You guys should have been here. You gotta come here next year. Yeah, I thought the Retaliator was awesome. It makes me think I need to get one. So, what's that? Yeah, I stream on twitch.tv/Captain_Richard. This is the channel right here. And this is the Idris P party mode that we'll all get to party on once it goes live, probably in October, November, around that time. So, cool.
Awesome. Go follow Captain Richard. You should do it for great justice. I mean, do you want to do boom or do you want to do camera? Thanks, I'll take it. Right. What? Oh, Robbie, I can wear the bag. It's just I'm tethered to it right now. That's the problem. Hey, let me get my. Where's this thing? Where's the wire going? Where does the wire live? Oh, it lives with me. That's where it lives. Okay. Well, this is close together anyway. Thank you. Getting the test squadron.
Test squadron? Test squadron, baby!
All right, I gotta know. I think now that Captain Richard is being our cameraman.
Richard is
Do
our
this right,
cameraman.
but we're streaming on Twitch right now.
There we go.
What did you think?
It was awesome. You know, I'm really glad to see a lot of things are opening up that we've been waiting for forever and a day. The team's coming together, the crew's coming together by the end of the year. The FPS, the gravity work. There's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes, and we're seeing it. You know, we're seeing the Gladius getting taken apart. Before, every other game, you shoot a wing, the wing falls off. Now a part of the wing falls off, and the systems get damaged. So that's a great thing to see.
Absolutely. Those new assets just look awesome. They are beyond beautiful. Like the walking, the running animations, and everything.
Right. The walking, a lot better. I think there was about 2 or 3 iterations that we're going through. The first one kind of looked like, if you watch Murder Mysteries, they look like Hercule Poirot, you know, kind of like a penguin walking around. Second one looking like a gorilla. Third one is starting to look like people. So,
there you go.
Hey.
Well, do you want to do test squadron, best squadron?
Definitely. Test squadron, best squadron.
Thank you very much.
Test squadron is best squadron.
You had a glowing thing. What is this magical device that you have?
I don't know, it's the thing I made.
What does it do?
Looks cool.
It's a flux capacitor? Basically. I really like it. I was admiring that over there. I was like, what is that?
Best squadron is best squadron.
There we go. We got Tess representing. What do you think of the FPS project?
I'm really excited by it. I think it's really like great homage to like Ender's Game, that whole thing. I don't know. I think it'll be a really great alternative. Just you know,
The enemy's gate is down.
True. What can you do? I think it'll be fun. And just the zero-G thing, I mean, there's been a couple games that try to do that, like Shattered Horizon. But this will just be like new and different. I think I'm looking forward to it very much.
Boundaries.
Yep.
No, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Can I ask you a little bit about it? Sure. All right. First impressions.
Good. Very ambitious, but I'm excited. I'm glad that they. I feel like adding a competitive aspect just to that zero gravity arena adds a lot of complexity to the game, and I was really excited they're going to see to support that as a separate game mode, even in the persistent universe.
So when you see stuff like this, do you start to think that this maybe has a future for esports or anything like that?
Yeah, that's an interesting point. So individual modules like Arena Commander or the Zero Gravity, yeah, you definitely see that as an esports. I think 16 versus 16 is hard. I don't know that I could gather 16 friends, but maybe because I'm not cool enough. But getting 16 people to get into the game and then playing that competitive mode might be a bit much. But I do like the idea of having like the racing module, the Arena Commander module, the Zero Gravity module as separate competitive aspects.
Now it looks like there's a good element of strategy in that Zero Gravity module that we just saw, the Ender's Game style battle room. So do you see people using tactics that they may have read in those books?
Yeah, I read Ender's Game. It's amazing how like true to the vision they were. It was an homage, not a ripoff. I don't know why there was such a community outreach over that. And I feel as though there's a lot of strategy you can do and make that a very competitive sport within Star Citizen. So I like that they're making some of the specific modules very separate, but part of the same universe. It's going to add a lot of depth to the overall experience.
I agree. And the Retaliator.
Retaliator? Oh, I'm waiting for that in my hangar because I have more money than sense. So I'm waiting for the Retaliator. So I'm absolutely like, the Retaliator looks amazing. I know they modeled it on the B-17. Very, very cool. I can't wait to see it in the hangar. I can't wait to start blowing up people's Jump 890s with it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's find more people. We're gonna do it. I gotta be who seems really, really excited right now. If we can go peek over at everybody doing the FPS module right now and see how they're doing. So let's go. Let's wander this way. Yeah, it's all the potato cam coming out again. You know it is. We're gonna boil and mash and stick them in a stew later. I said we were doing 60 FPS, and that's frames per potato. So it's not great on the 4G. All right, let's. I want to see if I can find like a dev to talk to a little bit. So that'd be awesome. I'm totally not a reporter, by the way. I don't know. I've never done this before. Don't judge me. Richard, you're a saint, by the way. Thank you so much.
I used to do this as a part-time job.
Yeah? That's awesome. How's it going?
Doing good. Just want to say hi. I'm Polaris. I'm just another backer. Just wanted to say hi and great stream.
What did you think?
Of the presentation, I am blown away by their Retaliator presentation. I really like the new damage technology because just looking at their old stuff, I knew it was going to take them forever to do it with this amount of scope they would need to build to actually, because we've only seen one mining ship. There's going to be 2 more sizes at minimum to do damage sites for all that stuff. This is very cool. I'm glad they're going this route. Yeah, the Ender's Game thing is pretty cool. I personally don't get the reference, but it does look very cool. I wish the beam was a little stronger. It's a little slow.
I mean, the beam does look like it's pretty early on, but it's an interesting mechanic. I think how you're going to be grappling pretty much.
Yeah, it looks like you hold a button to hold and then crawl along the surface and then punch off. I need some more punch off, but more animations, give it a little polish, let the community beat on it with their 10-ton hammer.
It's coming along.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Have I interviewed you yet? I don't think I've interviewed you yet.
No, you haven't.
All right. We'll talk about it?
Sure, I want to talk about it.
All right. We're going to talk.
My thoughts on what specifically?
All right, so specifically, he just brought up a good point with the grappling beam. The grappling beam looks a little bit weak right now, and it's pre-alpha, but it's an interesting mechanic. I don't think a lot of people saw coming.
I don't think it was used to its potential, and I think everyone was, just like in Ender's Game movie, everyone was playing on the same plane, one gate to one gate. They weren't using the whole 3D arena, so I think people are going to come up with interesting tactics that'll make it more exciting than what we saw here.
So like a game of 3D chess?
Yeah, sort of, with guns.
Now, I wonder if it would be possible to use people's bodies and everything.
I hope so.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi there.
Hi, hello. All right, good luck. Thank you for everything.
Thank you. That man is exceptionally drunk.
It's amazing. I want to buy one. I wish I bought one already after seeing that.
So
I don't think I know anyone who has one. Do you have a Retaliator? Do you have a Retaliator? Nope, I don't know anyone who has one. So.
Okay. The other thing that they showed was it showed all the different equipment they can use. Like you can use the med kit, or I think it's sort of like a little med ray gun kind of thing.
Yeah.
The personal, was it a cloaking device?
What I'm most interested in is the grenades that knock back, because in 0G that's going to be hilarious and fun.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
It's gonna be awesome.
That's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much. Appreciate it. see if we can do like maybe a couple more people, and then we'll wrap this up. I know everybody wants to go post to forums and stuff like that, so, and I want to go try to get into the FPS module myself and see if we can play. And I'm sure Richard does as well. He's back there being our diligent cameraman. All right, let's go over here. First impressions, FPS module.
Specifically relating to what? The presentation or?
All right, so recounting the entire thing in your memory, what is immediately sticking out the most? Is the most exciting, freaking awesome thing you saw?
The Retaliator. Oh my god.
Oh, definitely the Retaliator. Yeah, I love the new animation look. Before, when I saw it, it was like, oh, it's cool. But now it was like, wow, that looks really fluid. So I'm kind of excited for that, the fluidity immersion.
I guess not really classes, but all the different equipment that you could use as well. I'm sure that's going to be limited for what kind of loadout you can have. So you guys excited to see like the med kit and things like that?
I'm excited to see its implementation. The devil's going to be in the details on this one. I think, honestly, the overall product will be what all of this is like comes down to. Sorry, too much alcohol. With Star Citizen, I think it's going to be the depth and ultimately the, again, alcohol.
It's all right. It's fine. I like it.
There's been a lot of problems with other FPSs and
cutting out the like interesting mechanics for like easy fits, like
so
things to be easy to balance, like making things to be easy to balance instead of focusing on like the interesting way you can mix and match things.
So oversimplification. Oversimplification, pretty much. They just kind of dumb things down, right?
Like, hey, this is simple gameplay, so we don't have to add anything interesting to it. Instead of going, well, let's work to make things actually interesting the way you mix and match things, instead of, you know, oh, well, we'll just make predefined fits that, you know, this is the only way you can fit them. Like, it's not that interesting. So that side of it, the first-person shooter at least, will be really interesting.
Retaliator. Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
I regret I didn't actually pick one up. You know, I had a Carrack, I fell in love with that, and I saw the Retaliator and I couldn't do it. So.
That consolation, because you know when the Carrack comes out, you're gonna be like, oh, this is awesome. It's just the short-term beauty of it that lures you away. But stay faithful.
The Retaliator. Like.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't get into a soundbite for you. Appreciate you.
It's fine, sir.
Yes.
Hey guys, I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for being awesome. BadNewsBaron, I hope you come back, and I hope you check out more Star Citizen. We're going to be playing it again on Monday on this channel, the new PTU build. So stay tuned, guys. I love your faces. Bye, guys. And by the way, subs, for everybody watching, I want you to throw down those bearded hearts, pretty please, and show the love for everybody. Thank you, guys. Close it. Close the thing. End it. End it now.